see your underwater kingdom. Beginners or masters, we don't give a shit. Show us your tank, I'm sure it's legit. Tell us all about your love for reefing. Tell us why that love is increasing. Get on our Discord and have some fun. It's what life is all about when all said and done. Relax and enjoy the salty tour. We will all learn something, for that I am sure.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another tank tour. It feels like it's been a little while. So this tank tour is a bit of a weird one because the person who's giving us this tank tour is like literally tearing it apart at 10 p.m. tonight. So we had to just squeeze it in. So before we get on to the tour, we'll just say a very quick hello to people who have joined us tonight. Good evening, Mr. Wright. Hope you're well. Good evening, Chris. Nice to see you. Hope you're well, my man. Adam Crisp. That's a new one to me.
Evening, Adam.
Yeah,
Does he go by any other name like Adam Monster Munch?
he doesn't so much do with the social media, so.
Oh. What was that?
That was the bird saying hello as well.
Was it? That was absolutely amazing. Good evening, Mr. Techers. Hope you're well. Good evening, Zach. Who else we got? Everyone's talking amongst themselves. Oh my God. A lot of people talking amongst themselves. Oh, Coach, he's back from holiday. Good evening, my man. Hope you're well. Jamie, hello. Good evening, Matt. Hope you and Roxanne are well. Oh, Twiglet's back. Good evening, sir. Julian Paul, good evening. A new tank ordered. Ooh.
Hey, guys.
Good evening, James. Hope you're well. Harry, hope you, Anna, and Rufus are well.
Thanks.
Oh, here we go. This 93. Do I need to strap in or on both?
Hello, Si. Yeah.
Oh, do you know who that is?
It literally just been around my house 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Si.
Is he already strapped on?
Good evening, Chris.
Chris.
Good evening, Jazz. Nice
Hello.
to see you. Dan. Good evening, Daniel. Anthony. Good evening. Good evening, James. I think. Oh, good evening, Tony. Good evening, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy.
Good evening, Amanda Ward.
Hello.
That's a new one to me.
Yeah.
That's Si's wife. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Well, good evening, everybody.
Getting the viewers up, Liam. Like it.
Anything to help.
Oh, good evening, Anna. Here she is. Good evening, James Ames. Good evening. Right.
Is that
Oh,
Ames, James Ames Reef Co?
I'm just in my first room and have been sent this link.
Yeah.
You poor sod.
Sorry.
Strap in.
All wrong.
Good evening, Stephen. Right.
No, not whoop whoop.
Steve, are you ready to go, my man? So what we'll do
How's
is
all
we'll
ever been?
tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how you got into reefing, and then we'll go through your presentation of your past. I think this is fucking not going to work, is it?
Get the parrots a host. Fuck it.
The parrot's just, who's a little cunt then?
You said
He
it.
knows more than me anyway.
Amazing. Right,
5 minutes.
Steve, take it away, my man.
Evening all. I'm Steve, the Ipswich Reef. Been keeping marines around about 10 years-ish now, kind of thing. I got into it because I've always kept fish. I've been a long-distance lorry driver for most of my working life, but could never keep marines because I was driving away. So as soon as I met Lisa and went on days, she was like, well, why don't you just get a reef tank, sell up all the cichlids and get a reef tank? And that's what I did.
So you're a long distance lorry driver. So does that mean you've shat in the craziest places ever?
Like, services are the craziest places ever. Trust me.
It's the jungle. It's the
It
jungle.
is, yeah. Definitely. No, I never looked back. 10 years now. Never had a penny since, but you know.
True story.
Cool, but I've got a reef tank. Yeah. So, yeah, mainly over the years, I started with softies like everybody does. Progressed onto a mixed reef, got a bit more confident. Then I started to kill SPS. Went back to LPS. Tried a few times with the SPS, and I'm still killing them now. So we've got a full tank though, full tank of death.
So what do you attribute the trouble you had with SPS to begin with? Just the same as everybody else, not keeping on top of your chemistry?
Yeah, just not on top of the chemistry, not realising, what was needed. Basically, my first tank, I never had an auto top up on it, so one day a week I walked past and went, shit, I need to put some water in. 5 gallons of RO, and away it goes. Filter socks overflowing. Never testing my alkalinity, never testing my calcium. Doing a test in the shop every few weeks when something dies. That's where it all started.
Yeah.
Should have done more research, but obviously you're drawn to the colours, aren't you? You're drawn to sort of up in your game, and just kept trying the basics until I managed to get a purple stylo, and that was about the first SPS that I managed to get to survive and grow.
So what triggered you though to get into the world of saltwater aquariums? Did somebody else have a tank, or?
So no, nobody I knew had a tank. I grew up as a kid loving fishing, became obsessed with fish, started keeping tropical fish, progressed onwards and onwards, but it was always the colours, You got to start somewhere. It teaches you about the nitrogen cycle.
True.
But yeah, just the colours. The colours drew me every time. The bright fish, the pretty fish, then the colours of the corals.
Fighting talk down there. Whoa!
Give it a fuck you, coach.
Yeah. You're next on the list, coach.
Hey, we're each side of the river. We're slowly building a skeleton raft.
Hey, Roxanne.
Hey.
Hey, Rox. But yeah, just the colourful, the fish, just the corals. I've just always been obsessed with things underwater. It's just grown from there. Gone from multiple tanks to single tanks to multiple tanks to soon to be just one tank again.
For a while.
Nah.
We always come
I
back.
can't handle the two tanks. Yeah. I can't handle the two tanks, which is why my nano tank's going now. It just got neglected. Again, water chemistry.
So if you have 2 tanks but plumb them into the same sump, is that classed as 2 or 1 tank?
Yeah, do you know what? I'll run that by Lisa in a few months' time and see what she said.
We've gone from definitively one tank to run that by Lisa in the space of about 30 seconds.
Thing is, the rabbit's got to move out for me to get another tank.
Good luck, Steve.
I know, yeah. Matt knows I need all the luck in the world.
So do you want me to start sharing the photos of previous tanks?
Yeah, you can do.
So before we go any further, thank you so much to Matt down the bottom of the screen there that put this presentation together. I did not have the time, and Steve just kept on emailing me all these photos. Some came through as photos, some came through as thumbnails, and some came through as Google Drive links. And every single photo he needed to give me the ability to download it, each individual photo. So I gave up.
How many dick pics in there?
I'm a lorry driver. I'm just backwards and special when it comes to computers. I just can't do it.
And special.
We got there again.
So can you all see that? Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what
that
tank
was
is Steve?
that was a clear, I think, DD 1200, something like that it was called. It was a very odd tank. It was designed for tropical and marine. but I love the look of it. I love the shiny black, the little digital readout. It was 4 foot long by just over 1.5 feet in depth, and then 3 foot deep.
I think
And it
I'm
was a
fucked
real
up
pain in
already.
the ass
Hold
to
on.
work in.
There are ones.
Yeah, so-
Sorry, there are photos before. So here we go.
I wasn't going to say it.
I'm so sorry.
There you go. That was the empty tank. That was just before I moved house, but that was the tank, and yeah, lovely looking tank, just not very practical.
I've
Top
never
quality
heard of this
pump.
brand.
I've seen this before.
Never
I
heard
think
of
they're
this
quite
one.
big in tropical, Claire.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the
Yeah,
swallow
I've seen them
swallow
in
it
a-
classics.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dan
Yeah.
keeps
They're really-
Dan keeps sending me photos of his local. They sell them as well. I'm like, who the hell are these people?
they're really good quality. They're really nice tanks. They're just not practical for keeping a reef in. Not what the sump underneath was about 6 inches from the top of the cupboard, and yeah, back to front. But we made it work. But working, I mean, I'm 6'5", and getting into the bottom of that tank was a nightmare.
Jeez.
Standing on chairs, balancing in there, wet armpits, anything died and you're screwed. You just got an ammonia spike.
So when was this?
Those pictures were taken probably about 6.5 years ago now, 6 years ago.
Damn.
Wow.
So
Looks like a magazine cover, that. That looks
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
beautiful. Yep.
like I say, it was a lovely tank. I think I started with the original LEDs that were built in the lid, and of course, like any LFS, yeah, perfect. They'll grow corals, and then you don't really realise that buying a specific marine light to grow corals makes such a difference. Just the colours, the growth rates, and I went onto the AI primes. Brilliant lights, loved them. And all I did was upgrade to the Hydra 26s after that, which I still run to this day.
So if you just tell me next, and I'll go
That's
through.
that's very full. That's like the theme of today. This is
Yes.
Yeah, but when you look at the coral mixture in there, everything from the gorgonians to the stylos, the guitartus, the hammers, mushrooms, leathers, there was a mixture of everything. It was a really lovely tank.
Yes.
But
Very nice.
I got in the end the plate on the right hand side was growing up the glass. And yeah, I just about nailed a mixed reef by that one. And there's the sump. That's what I mean. So the sump there is 6. I had to dismantle and then build the skimmer inside the sump. There was no room for reactors. I had to hang the reactors over the edge, so if they ever leaked, we'd have just been flooded. Good old Jekyll dosing, and yeah, I was using a Reef Flowers dose then, a 4-part, old Voss bottles.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
I didn't know what these bottles were, right? And then I remember a staff walked in with one of them maybe about a month ago. So it's fancy drinking
it's a
water.
bougie way to drink water, isn't it? But a cheap dosing pot.
Yeah, they are quite cool looking.
Yeah, and they were thin. There was only sort of 2 or 3 inches between the sump and the front of the tank there, or the front of the cupboard. So everything squeezing in was premium space.
Yeah, it's pretty tight, isn't it?
Everything balancing on a sump. If anybody had have ran past, the doser would have been in the sump.
What kind of doser is that?
They're the JBO ones, Jekyll JBO ones, the 4-head dosers.
bit of green pipe there.
Yeah.
Pedro would be happy.
And
There's
there's
Pedro. It will appear in a second.
and then
Top left as well.
I look back on this tank now, and I look back at ICP results that I was running around about this time, and I had tin in my tank back then, but only minuscule amounts. And looking at the coloured pipework there, I know where all my tin came from and where it all started from now.
Yeah.
look at that plug socket. The plug socket was balancing on the pipe.
Yeah. I mean,
In the top right corner.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
crazy,
God.
crazy Chinese has got nothing on me, boy.
Oh. Is that 2 heaters plugged into one socket for the heater controller?
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
That was my first attempt at a manifold as well. It ran the full length of the sump, and that was balanced as well.
Nice.
Nice.
Balance as in the flow was equal through each
Yeah.
outlet, or balance as in it was just sat on the top?
Just sat on the top. You know, if I just bend. It's innovation. Come on.
Real
That's
reefing.
what it's all about. Yeah, this was like learning time. This was massive learning curves.
Were you dosing phosphate?
No, I wasn't dosing phosphate back then. I think I was using.
Isn't that container got PO4 written on it?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm doing.
that was for quantum. I think I'd moved on to quantum by about this time. I'd left the 4-part reef flowers, and I was dosing the quantum method. So they did a mild lanthanum as well.
Is that a Red Sea skimmer or octopus?
No, that was a Reef Octo.
Yeah, I got the same one.
I'll go back on mute now. Thank you.
Do you know what? awesome skimmer. Awesome skimmer. Just that one was quite loud, and we just got a hum the whole time from the cupboard.
What's the white bracket? Left.
Oh, what down?
What's that holding?
That is holding the filter socks.
Oh,
That was the bubble Magus holders for the big filter socks.
Right, okay.
I moved away from the filter socks in the end and went with the. Well, I just bought some plastic cups and burnt sort of slits in them, and instead of buying the Red Sea filter cups, I just made my own and then filled them full of filter floss in the end.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
just
I am
forever
getting sent,
changing.
I am getting sent photos from people, and I'm getting so distracted. Will you all just fucking stop?
Wasn't me.
Jeez.
Didn't do it.
I do not need help with being distracted. I'm good at it myself.
Are there any
next.
monkeys?
And
Yes.
that's courtesy of Paul at AAC swearing by Cyprax built on its ends and made in a cage, and I still swear by the media to this day, or similar.
It's very good stuff.
Yeah, I convinced myself that it was dirty and started to block up and into the new tank. I so slowly phased Cyprax out and went with the max spec balls and tiles instead.
Yeah.
But again, it's same shit, different shape.
Yes. Easier to maintain the bricks. I just rub the bricks together in my sump just to clean off any growth, and then that's it, done.
Yeah, definitely.
What did you do with your balls?
And this was it all starting off, so it literally had to be a sheer rockscape. Because the tank was so narrow. Because the tank was so narrow, it was just like a rock face, and everything was balanced on top of each other with a tiny bit of putty. But yeah, the blue background, it pops it though, Steve. Doesn't it? Everybody goes for the black backgrounds.
It's really it's different. It stands out because most people get a black background, don't they?
I like
So
that.
the back was glass, but the weirs in the corner, or the weir was one corner and then the return pipes were in the other. They were acrylic. So if you ever tried to clean them, all they did was scratch.
Yeah.
Which to me, they missed the trick. They should have really gone with the glass in the corners as well. It probably wouldn't have cost much more.
Was there not glass inside the acrylic box anyway?
There'd have been a glass across the back, obviously, because it was a face. But
yeah, it's just I've got a clear seal tank with it looks very similar to that. Weir in one.
Yeah, do
corner.
they double skin the weirs? Do they?
They do, but they don't put it right up against the glass. They leave an awkward little gap that the amount of stuff that can catch in there. It's crazy. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I went with a real reef rock as well because I was obsessed with getting purple rock. I didn't realise that it went purple by itself in the end. Paid a fortune for it. Absolute fortune.
What's the power head there?
I presume that was just the basic, JBO sort of thing. I was running everything with JBO. It was cheap. I didn't know. I couldn't justify the higher end brands by then. Everything was budget.
Wow.
Was that a week later, Steve?
First picture was Saturday afternoon. This was Sunday morning.
Good man.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, I've always, I've just had that obsession with the obsession with colours and corals. I've got some beautiful tangs in there. Royal pencil wrasse, Lipstick tang, orange shoulder. I got a big sailfin in there. Peacock wrasse, clowns.
Have you got sand in there?
Yeah, there's sand in there. That was
see
the that was the basic. Yeah, that was the basic stack of TMC sand.
Fucking hell.
So I've still got some of those corals to this day.
Good man.
Yeah, bicolor angel. That was a bitch to catch and get out of there.
Why would you want to take it out?
Because he ate all my yummers. He ate all my mushrooms. The scumbag.
You got to try it first.
I fattened him up and then sold him.
Oh dear.
But yeah, I mean the sailfin there. He was tiny when I got him. It was like a 50p piece, and he was like a tea plate in the end. And when I moved tanks, I said this tank isn't big enough for tangs, so I sold all my tangs and then wish I never had.
Yeah.
So, especially the orange shoulder. I mean, they're a lovely fish. They're so docile, so chilled. It's, the exquisite wrasse. He was calm most of the time, but every now and again he'd go on a rampage and pull crabs apart and things if they just shed. Fox face, he was lovely. Clowns were the very first two fish that I bought. I've still got the male, the little ginger Nemo to this day. The black one decided to jump about 2 months ago, which I never realised at the time. But
And they've been together that whole time.
been together that whole time, yeah.
Oh, man.
So devastated. I've never replaced it yet, and I really want to, but we'll see. Again, the peacock wrasse, I had him for years. He turned male in the end. It was a cracking fish.
Beautiful fish.
Different
I love
yummers and
them.
things there on the right hand side that you don't see anymore. You just get the basic yummers now. Well, we tend to around Ipswich. That torch was like a weed in the end. That grew so fast, and that was right up in the flow, right at the top of the tank as well. The utter chaos there underneath that just more or less covered the whole rock face.
So
But
it
again, a
sounds to
lovely
me
bright
like
coloured.
you've been successful very early on.
Do you know what? When I first started with it, Lisa bought me a book called The Dummy's Guide to Saltwater. And like a dummy, I sat there and read it. And it basically built you up, taught you from the nitrogen cycle right the way through to stocking your tank and choosing your equipment. So I think keeping tropical fish for years, it's just basics, isn't it? It's the nitrogen cycle and flow, aeration. And if you can nail that, you can keep any tank, I think. There's Ginger Nemo again. And
Is that a gunny?
that is the gunny, Matt, that I have now.
Jesus.
So it was bought as a frag. It was bought as a frag, and I've still got it now.
Fucking hell. That's the size of good fucking basketball now.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, I've still got those orange mushrooms. They came from AAC donkeys years ago. They were so expensive. But again, I don't see mushrooms that bright or that big. They're like a one-off.
I mean, that's
Funny how
ram,
things
Steve.
just disappear.
But Dave, you've got to think that's like a rock face. So everything was on the front, really.
All the fish are
compared-
pressed up against the glass.
That's it, yeah. The chorus ross at the front there. He never moved. 3 years he never moved from that spot. Was pinned by the leather. And that was it. When we moved house, I decided I wanted a new tank, and then along came the D&D Reef Pro, the 1200. Again, a 4-foot tank, but I got the 2-foot width, but not the 2-foot depth. But that was my ultimate tank at the time, and still, I still love the tank to this day. I love the design of it, the working practicality of it. Cracking aquariums, I think.
Value for money, you can't really fault them, really, can you?
Oh, you can't. Their competitors are so much more expensive. And again, I started with the dry Marco rock. I think that was a D&D rock. And the good old stone fix there for putting it all together. I built it in 3 sections, and transported it to the new house when we moved.
I like that
And that
scape.
was-
It's cool.
Yeah.
And that
it's
was
nice.
the first thing through the door in the new house. Much to Lisa's despair, because at midnight she was like, "Are you going to fucking help us put some furniture in the house or what?" But I needed to get it plumbed in, get water in there, and get the temperature going, because this was the Friday, and we was moving the old tank or everything out the old tank to this on the Sunday. So it needed to be in there. I didn't need it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Zach joined twice, so we got a bit of an echo there. I don't know what happened.
I think he's had to
Yeah,
start
yeah.
on his phone.
Computer there. Sorry.
Oh, Zach, you're going to have to mute. There we go. Okay. Sorry, Steve. On you go.
Yeah, just saying that the D&D, the Marco, the dry rock, the stone fix. It was the only way to do it. I wanted the scape built before we moved house, and with it being during COVID times, I had nothing else to do. And there it is. You can see everything else around it, but the tank's in there. It's full. It's got water in. It's going up to temperature.
So how long after moving in was this wet?
Like literally, we got the keys at something like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The tank was in there by 6. It was plumbed in and had water in probably by about 11 o'clock.
Fucking hell. Priorities right enough.
Too right.
Starts
So
making
it's 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, yeah.
Well, like you said, this was the Friday, and the old tank was being transferred into this one on the Sunday at 4 o'clock when my mate finished work. So it had to be up to temperature at least. The only thing that was going to run that tank was the Cyprax out the old tank and the live sand, the Carib Sea Pink live sand. Everything else was new. I got new wave makers, new heaters,
Were you missing being on the road at this point? Because you said it was in COVID.
I was working the days still. We still worked every single day.
Okay, I just saw the toy truck in the background and wondered if you kind of moved it around the living room playing.
Isn't that micro machines?
That's Dave's lorry, and inside there is Dave's cars.
You fucker.
So when he comes round to visit, he can just, he went go-karting the other day. There's a full track inside that lorry.
Yeah, you can't wait. Fuck the tank, I'm playing with the cars.
Yeah, too right.
So during COVID, just to keep yourself comfortable, obviously being a lorry driver, did you just randomly shit in the back garden?
That was it. I just found myself a nice carrying bag and dropped one off. It was an absolute nightmare because this tank was sat in our old house for 9 months waiting for things to complete. It was an absolute nightmare just trying to get stuff through with solicitors, and
Yeah.
I was chomping at the bit to move. We were living in a real shithole before. It was damp and we hated the house, and we'd got the house, but we just couldn't get it to complete. We were desperate to move in. It's a horrible time. As my first attempt at a manifold, or second attempt at a manifold. This one's not bending. It's all fixed properly.
I mean, the left-hand valve's at a bit of an angle. I'm just saying.
I just did it like that just to see who noticed. But no, Matt, that's what you can have on your tank when I shut this one down. If you do want the manifold, we can chop your union in and we can whack that in there for you.
What are you trying to do to me? Give me fucking anxiety?
Mate, there's no anxiety there. That's never leaked in all the time I've had it.
No,
It looks like it's fucking leaking in this photo.
It's chopping fucking photos. It's fucking scary.
That's a classic bit of British engineering there. And there's the sun, still just as messy to this day, but the skimmer's changed now. This was moving across. I bought myself an X filter to put in there. I've still got the reactors we're using Rofos, and there you can see those bloody colourful dosing pipes.
Bit of green pipe.
Stay away. Yeah.
Do you still use
Yeah,
the X filter, Steve?
I do, yeah. I've still got it to this day, still running it. And I
Can you still
can't
get
see what.
filter rolls and stuff? Or
Well, I can, but you have to order them from Greece because that's where their European sort of holding place is. Because when we came out of Europe, nobody wanted to stay here, so they moved it all to Europe. So it's got to be airfare from Greece, and I think the postage is something like 17 quid. So I now buy my rolls from Steve in Dinnington down there at Ecotech. They make a sized roll with inserts that you can. They're a sort of a massive centre core, and they make some inserts that go in there.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can still get the rolls. All right, I can't have the different. The things that got me onto the X filter was the different size micron rolls that you could buy. So you could go right down to sort of 9 microns, right up to I think 32, something like that. So you could really nail in your nutrients, or you could just take the bigger particles out.
I'm just watching Harry just sort of go through the fact that A, the word grease was mentioned, and B, something reefing related was mentioned. So he's now going to start probably importing them. So I'm just watching him. I can see it.
Do you know what? They're a great bit of kit, but I think the optical sensors really let them down over the years. Like a lot of these things, It was a great idea. You don't have to hard plumb them. You can literally just drop the water into the trough at the back, and it runs through the filter, and you're away. But the optical sensor played up, leaked, and just a real shame, really. But this one's hanging in there. There you go. That's when I swapped onto the hydras. Started with 3 hydras above. That's a polycarbonate lid that was made by Reef Tops. It doesn't trade anymore, sadly.
That looks very like bougie and fancy.
Fucking heavy.
You know, like London Aquatic Designs make their netted. Well, we've got a cat, and the fucking thing used to sit on top of the old tank. So that's 8 mil polycarbonate, so the cat would never go through it. And all the time we've lived in this house, the bloody thing has never ever been on top of that tank. So I could have got a netted one.
You're saying this lid is 8 millimeters thick?
Yeah.
It's fucking heavy. It's well heavy.
Does that not cut down on light?
Well, they use polycarbonate in greenhouses. That's what they use in the glass now, rather than the glass greenhouses. So it doesn't actually cut out much light. You still get the full spectrum of light through. It's just a case of keeping it clean, but
yeah.
That's a ball ache in itself, because obviously we get algae growing on there. You've got to be really gentle when you clean it, because if you scratch it, that's when you can start not getting the light through. But
what about pH, Steve? Do you have any issues with that, with it being enclosed?
At this point, I don't think I'd ever tested pH. It wasn't until a couple of years ago which I started testing the pH and looking at pH. So at this point, I probably couldn't tell you what the pH was. Like most people, I'd just say it was 8.2, even though it probably wasn't. But yeah, never really thought about that. There's holes drilled in there, so there is still room for gas exchange. There's sort of ovals in the front there for lifting the thing on and off. Each light was cut round, and there was a couple of mil around each light, so the air got in and out. I never suffered with temperature swings or anything like that. Obviously, evaporation was great. Barely went through any RO water. Yeah.
Conversation would do my bloody head in.
Well, I tell people, you don't look so much at that, do you? Because you're too busy looking in the tank. Taking it on and off, like you say, because of the weight on it, it was quite heavy. But I was just scared stiff that the cat was going to go swimming. So I spent a couple of £100 on the top for the cat to never go on there.
So now you just got to worry about the rabbit, yeah?
But do you know what? Whatever goes wrong in this house, it's that fucking rabbit, Dave.
We just need Harry to laser cut and put a mesh.
Well, the
rabbit.
Yes.
Put a mesh in that lid, and it'd be lovely.
Yeah. But this was my first ever Lobo that I bought. Still got to this day.
Love a Lobo.
Yeah. And there you are, there's the green torch. And in the end, I used to frag that so often because it grew so fast. I ended up mounting some 32mm pipe in the rock skate, putting it all in there so I could just drop the stalk of the skeleton and take it out dead easy. But, I'd say that could grow 40, 50 heads a year. It was just so fast, and the tentacles on it were like 6 to 10 inches at times. Real dirty piece of kit it was, really, but a lovely coral.
Did you just say dirty, Lee? Would you say dirty for me?
Dirty.
Got the little accent there.
Good dirty, guys.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Filthy.
There's my obsession with LPS at the time. Hammers, different hammers. Damsels as well. Bloody damsels. I had 5 of those at one point. They were real arseholes. I had a fish at one end of the tank, and each one would take it in turns to beat it up down the reef until it landed in the bottom right-hand corner or left-hand corner. But yeah. See, when I moved tank, I cut back all my hammers and started with sort of 2 or 3 heads of each, or single heads. That didn't last long because they all grew massive in the end.
Certainly do.
Lovely.
Love that favor as well. One of my favourite favors. But look at the tent. Look at the stingers on that.
That's mental.
Wow.
That, like, literally 8 inches around that coral, it would just sting overnight. It was so aggressive. But again, toxic. There's my Blastos. Still got a couple of those.
One for Dave.
Awesome. Very nice.
Ones at the back, the dark heads. Took me ages to get some.
Want some head?
Yeah, I think I've still got the light coloured ones, the green ones, and what I call like the raspberry ones behind. I've still got some of those still to this day. Tried killing them off many times. Not through trying, just tried to kill them off. There's my blue acro. Still never know what this is. I just call it a blue acro.
Grows well.
Yeah, it does grow very well. Very accustomed to tank life. Can't see what that one is.
You on your phone, Steve?
I am, yeah.
Oh, you'd be struggling to see these photos then.
Yes.
Yeah.
The left is more of a... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's... that was a massive tabling coral. That was a lovely, lovely coral, but
I think there's a photo in a minute, and I'm like shocked from that size what it become.
Yeah, that was huge in the end. Yeah, and there. That's going back. Is that? Yeah, that's the old tank again. That one.
That's the DD, isn't it?
No, it's not. Yeah, it is the DD. Sorry, I've just got a big black. It's 2 pictures together, isn't it? Yeah, the green star polyps. Again, I love the coral.
Serious silicon line.
It's a proper coral.
Yeah.
But again, it's so invasive. When I took that out in the end, I was pulling strands of the bloody stuff out for months and months afterwards.
So how many days after you moved in was this, Steve?
This is days. This is there are pictures of like between certain dates coming up, but I'd say this is about a year or so in, maybe. Okay. You see, the hammers had started to grow in together. Yeah, a year or 2 in.
Lee, his years are like Dave's one day. His years are Dave's one day. So remember, he's a big guy.
And there you go. So the top picture was the very first. That was the Monday after we just dumped everything in there the Sunday night. Now I expected all my corals out that last tank to fit in the new one, not a problem. And my friend worked in the local LFS at the time, and only probably 2/3 of the corals came into this tank. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, he was dumping corals into the LFS because we just physically couldn't fit them in. And the the picture below is about a year, 18 months afterwards, when everything started to really grow. You know, the Pavona was taking off. The stylo, you can see, sort of doubled in size. The torch again doubled in size. All the hammers have grown in. I think the guitar just had to go by that point. It was just growing so fast. But,
Interesting, Steve. When you moved the tank, you obviously said you did it with a mate.
Yeah.
What did you do? Anything specific with like transferring the coral? Because obviously people do this, and it's one of those risky kind of things.
So Sam, my friend at the time, like I say, he was an LFS owner. We got loads of poly boxes. We didn't bag anything up. It was all buckets and poly boxes. So obviously my new tank was running. It was up to temperature. I'd literally got to take the Cyprites, put it in the bottom, and it was an instant cycle. And we just literally cut the corals, put them in poly boxes, took all the snails out, the urchins, everything, put them in the back of an estate car, and then we drove up here and slowly just unpacked them and put them all. We didn't acclimatise anything. We just let them slime up and dumped them in the tank, let them slime up, dumped them in the tank. You know, old school really. I was using Tropic Marine Pro water at the time in both tanks, so it was more or less equal.
Did you lose
it? It was the only way. The very last box we bought up, Matt, was all the cook, and in there was a tuxedo urchin. And as I was carrying the last poly box up, it split in half. And we lived on a slight hill at the time, and I was chasing a tuxedo urchin underneath the cars. As it rolled off down the hill. But do you know what? He still survived for a couple of years after. I've got his skeleton on the shelf, to be fair, but I lost a highlighter, and I lost half of the slimer and things like that. Just the SPS, some of the SPS just couldn't take the move. Some of the better, more, you know, the hardier, the bird's nest, the stylo, things like that made it through. The Anacapora made it through. I think I lost a stag, the highlighter. Pretty much everything else survived. No. I think, again, it's just about having your tank up to temperature and having the media there to cycle to get rid of any ammonia and things that you're going to move in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that. I mean, stuff was just dumped and pushed in the rocks. The stag in the top right-hand corner actually stayed there for the full length of its life, and that stag actually reached halfway across my tank in the end. The Pavona had to go because that was stingy. The Favor had to go, that was stingy. The stylo went in the end because it was just got so big. I had to trim it to get it in a 25 kg Tropic Marine bucket. It was so big, it was huge. The torch went in.
So difficult to cut as well. They're so dense.
Yeah, definitely. But it's such a lovely coral as well.
I love it.
You know, the purpleness of it. It's a classic coral. It just grows so fast. And I think once you get a tank of SPS, you get to the point where you're just looking for slower growing corals. It's got to be slow growing when you start piling SPS in there.
Proper bread and butter.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Anacapora as well grows so fast. You can see the stag there on the right hand side starting to grow, and there's the table in acro in the centre there.
Wow.
This
you can
is
see
bonkers.
more macros have started to move in. Miyagi Talk there on the right hand side. Fistful of Dollars Chalice on the left. That's a
so much you don't know which one.
That's on the glass. The Turbinaire is on the glass.
Yeah, the Turbinaire is going up the glass.
Look at the Gonny.
Again,
there's that Gonny. Look at the fucking Gonny.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the Hasuta on the back left-hand corner grew up the glass and everywhere as well. I've still got that on the glass to this day. I can't get rid of it. Same as Priscilla Pora. I love beautiful coral, but I've still got spawns in my tank, and I've not had it in my tank for 2 years.
Bit of a pain in the arse that way, aren't they?
Just it's like anything else. Anything, if you could control it and you could see where the spore, well, you can see where the spores land because they land in the middle of your other corals and then burn a hole and grow.
Yep.
But yeah, they're such a beautiful coral. The polyp extension and things, and the colours on them are great. Fast growing as well. Never knew what that was. That was I presume a pinky bear, something like that, an Indo import on the right hand side. That lobo I bought as a single pollard. That was my first ever purchase from Paul at AAC. Still got that to this day.
Really nice colour.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Different.
And you can see the lobo from the last tank there in the centre has gone from 2 pollards to almost a full brain now. The gun is getting huge. The reverse hammers there on the left hand side, they got up to about 250 heads in the end.
Fucking hell.
I love a wild grown in tank. I love it. But with that comes problems, and I'm so lazy. I can see the problems coming and do sod all about it, and then react when the problems have happened. But yeah, there's the Gonny on the left. Golden jawbreaker on the right hand side there, or jaw dropper. Nice millie there, and that was bought as some pigeon something. That's one of Signature's corals.
Pigeon.
Pigeon shit.
Yeah, something like that. But again, that's now that's the colony. That's one of my favourite corals in the tank. It's a beautiful coral. And
It looks quite nice there as well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I mean, what a fucking name, Pigeon. Ron,
Yeah.
golf will you? Swear.
There is a pigeon something Mark II, I think he's got
There's
as well. He's
Angry pigeon, isn't there? So
No, the angry pigeon's a Tenius, isn't it?
yeah, it's Leonardo's Reef one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is he on crack? What the fuck would you call it a pigeon?
Pigeon fucker.
I'm
gonna text him.
Can you not
I'm
see
gonna
it looks
text
like a
him.
pigeon, Dave?
No.
Put your orange glasses on, it just turns into a pigeon.
Pigeon Fiddler. It's Pigeon
No.
Fiddler, it's called.
Maybe it's a pigeon that's been eating blueberries or something. And, yeah.
I'm fucking confused. I'm actually going to text him and go, do you need someone to make some names up for you? I've got a perfect geezer. Does granny snatch and everything.
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, but why not? Why can't you call them these names? Why have you got to be scientific?
Exactly.
Right, well,
Science.
let's move on.
Yeah. Takes the memories back, but I remember, I got tin not long after this photo, and that whole table in the middle was wiped out. My stag was wiped out. The pinky bear was wiped out. The blueberry fields at the back was wiped out. I lost some big colonies.
How much did your tin get up to, Steve?
I think that was pushing 18 and 19. But I didn't understand it, Nobody's. You look at you pull all your machines apart and look at the magnets, and you look for wires, and then somebody says, "Have you tried the PVC?"
Yeah.
And then you start reading into it, and it's the coloured PVCs. But I could never understand why they sold the dosing pipes with the doser, knowing that they contained a tin stabilizer.
Wasn't it Jose or something? Wasn't it Jose?
It was Jose. After talking to Jose, he was the one that said, have you gone down this route? And I was like, no. Why would I try that? And he's like, I literally only use silicon dosing pipes. And he said, I'll send you a link. I shit myself thinking, well, he's got to be worth a few quid. He owns Elements. I don't open and see how much these pipes are. And he literally sent me a link to Amazon, and it was 10 quid for 10 meters. And he says, this is what I use on all my systems. And I changed all the dosing pipes, and then my auto top-up packed up not long afterwards, and I just fitted everything that came in the box again, and again, a bloody PVC pipe. So the following ICP, I sent my tin up through the roof again. So, yeah, you live and learn. Now everything's silicone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So have they sorted that out now then?
I think they sell them now with clear pipes. I don't think they sell the coloured ones anymore. But if you look at the Red Sea, if you look at the Red Sea ones, they come with a silicon coloured pipe.
Yeah.
It's the PVC that use the tin stabilizers to keep the colour and the rigidness. So yeah, it's naughty, really, providing something that's not really fit for purpose.
Yeah.
I can't fault the machine. I can just fault the hardware that went along with it. Still using the machines to this day. That was my first attempt there at a strawberry shortcake. That Millie was lovely as well, but tin took that one. Never knew what the one on the left was. I'm presuming some sort of PC rainbow, but that just faded in the end with the tin. And I sold the chalice because that got to be about a dinner plate.
That one on the left, is that not Bloody Pigeon?
That's squash sparrow.
Squash sparrow.
And there's my first rainbow loom. That was from AAC. That's one of AAC's rainbow looms. Much bigger now. And that's the Hemilis there to the left, which again it's a lovely bright coral, fast growing. Clove polyps there, one of my favourite corals, but one of the most invasive things I've put in the tank ever.
They are beautiful though, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are, they're stunning. And again, I bought those before the Indonesian ban, and they came from AAC. They used to have a tank, and the whole of the back wall was covered in clove polyps, and they just used to mesmerise me. And I finally bought
Chinese had the same, didn't she?
Yeah, they're just lovely. That splash of colour, just so delicate, but so invasive. They're still all over my tank now. I just can't get a shot of them, which is one of the reasons I'm looking forward to setting up a new system.
It's amazing that you can remember the origin of like every single coral in this tank. Every single one. You've said what it is, where it comes from.
I set myself. I look for corals and then I look for them in shops. So when I actually find them, I remember where I found them. And there's not too many places that sell SPS now, or definitely not around here. Like Harry, it's traveling to certain shops. But yeah, local reefers I bought this stuff from, and AAC, some signature bits. Some from Ben's Corals, some from Viking Aquatics. I think some from Reef Exotics. Just built up over time.
Grief Erotics.
Yeah.
That one's just bought a crocodile.
Yes. A caiman.
Also. Yeah.
It's not,
I did look.
It's not somewhere I go often anymore.
Watch out. Petition's going.
Ban.
Next to
That was most of my corals are grown from frags, and this was grown from an inch frag and ended up bigger than a dinner plate. It was like a dustbin lid sort of size. It was huge.
Insane.
But it took away so much flow from the tank.
It looks like a conifer in a rockery.
Yeah, it does. One of the Asian sort of conifers, one of the really low down ones.
Yeah, one of the juniper chinensis or something like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
And there's my AAC, what do you call it?
Diddly-dear.
Confetti, yeah. I always want to say candy floss, but it's confetti, yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer diddly.
Again,
Diddly-dear would be a much better name.
Again, no formation to how these corals grow. They grow different in every single tank. Mine's tabled off, whereas they go higgledy-piggledy in other tanks.
Is that another AAC one?
Coral name.
Yeah, that one's AAC.
What, the higgledy-piggledy?
Higgledy-piggledy.
It's next to the pigeon.
And there it is. The Priscilla-pora.
I mean, it's a great colour, isn't it? It's just pain in the arse.
Yeah, but you look at it, and it's that one, what they call the fibre optic one.
Yeah,
they literally look like fibre optics.
It's nice, yeah. I like it.
There's everything growing. The Tropic Thunder went up the bloody glass in the end. Famous frag racks there, Matt.
Yeah. There's only one there. I'm disappointed.
I've still got one in. I was going to put it in my sump tonight. I forgot. So we've still got one in the middle of the tank now.
I wouldn't have any other way.
Whoa.
There's the Lobo.
Beautiful.
It's quite a peaceful Lobo, that one. It doesn't sting very often. But again, it shoots out its webs across the sand and tries its best every now and again.
You've never seen it eat a fish?
No, never seen it eat a fish.
Do they eat fish?
Yeah.
And my other Lobo's 3 times the size of that now. It's huge.
They eat fish.
Well, I mean, if a fish is feeling poorly and
it lands on it, they'll just
lands on it,
sleepy.
it is fucking gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just like an ACAM with your krill and your mysis and stuff like that. It's just a bigger version, I suppose,
Yep.
isn't it?
Right, okay.
Absolutely.
I had one of those. They're just called a banana wrasse, the tiny little yellow wrasse.
Yeah.
Get a chorus, yeah.
That died once, and I fed it to my Lobo.
Nice.
Yeah, they soon open up and take it. They
I'm disappointed with you. I thought they'd had a fucking like memorial service and bowls would have come out.
Singing bowls. Yeah.
I love a granulosa as well. That granulosa is lovely.
Very
And again,
nice.
I don't know if that was a PC rainbow or what, but fast grew into one of my favourite corals and then died.
Bastards, aren't they?
Fuck you, Tim.
And
Your
again,
tank tours
that's
are so
not fun.
motivational, aren't they?
Very, very positive.
a lot of my stuff I can put down to the issues of tin. I'd have been flying, and if it wasn't for that, I think of the colonies that it wipes out. It's heartbreaking, really. This Lobo changes colour as well as it feels like it. So at the moment, it's very white and pink, and there's not much yellow in it.
That's amazing. All the different colours in there. That's so nice.
I was after a fragging, that one. It's the Hemilis. A fistful of dollars.
Just everywhere you look, there's bloody coral everywhere, isn't there?
It's just stacked, but it is so natural looking still.
I like the
That's
way
what I
it's
like.
growing.
Yeah.
It's
You
growing
pointed
around
that
the
out,
outlet
Steve,
height.
didn't you? Yeah. When you first saw it, you said everything's growing around each other.
Yeah.
Look at the Pelacillipora on the back wall. Like,
Yeah, it's a spawn.
two little
I mean,
nipples.
and this has got competition, right?
Yes.
And next to the Pelacillipora is a green digi growing off the back glass where a colony fell over. I left it there, and then somebody said, "Can I have it?" And I went, "Yeah, take it." And where it had just left a little splodge on the back glass, now I get sticks growing off the glass as well.
Sticks for dicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good old Fairfield, the jump giants.
Ooh, lovely fish.
Stunning fish.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You knew how to show. I had a pair of those in the end. They used to dance and call every single night.
I think I'm going to get another one.
Got to do it, man.
One's not enough.
You see again, look, the Lobo seems to have changed colour from the last picture that we focused on.
There's a lot of green in there now.
Yeah. The Lobo behind is an absolute bitch that will sting anything. That's so aggressive. And the Hasuta plate above. Again, a lovely coral. There's as it more or less looks now. There's my homemade light rack by Hydroponic Fans.
I think it looks really smart.
I think it does. I think it does.
It's what they called, Matt. There, it's a Red Sea bracket that plugs into the massive, massive Red Sea tanks. They plug in the side. I butchered it, and then cut it to size of this tank, and then used 2 TV brackets to fit it on the wall.
It's a Red Sea pendant. It's a Red Sea pendant with 2 TV brackets, wasn't it? And I'm like, I want to make one, but fuck, I don't know if I could.
My mate got me that pendant and paid 25 quid for that, and it was brand new. And we looked at the prices not long ago, Matt, didn't we? And they're extortionate. They're a huge amount of money.
Not cheap.
There's the chemistry set.
How'd you feel about that, everyone? Little bottles for everything.
The bottle king.
It is.
Got another.
You review.
bottles as well.
you fuck you.
You're fucking
Scrabble as you play. Scrabble as you play tank.
Can you spell anything with the chemical letters? Could we rearrange them to like read cock or something?
CU is NT.
We done too, don't we?
Put countdown on.
Do you not do like 2 large dosing cocktails?
I do, yeah. I make 2 cocktails up over all those. And then dose them separately. You'll see my masterpiece of dosing systems in a minute.
I see you're using the DD heater there, but it looks like you've got it like below the maximum water line.
Lives on the edge, bless him.
Is there a maximum line on those?
No, there fucking isn't. There's a minimum.
But I've never had one screw me over yet, and people slag them off, but that's never let me down.
Yeah.
Is that the early ones?
Fail fairly frequently.
I think, that one will be about 4 years old. 3-4 years old, that one.
I had one fail. 2 years old.
Yeah, mine was.
I've got trusty glass ones in the shed, just in case.
Are they the anaerobic block?
They are. So on the right hand side, they're the anaerobic ones that you put the little tile in the middle that feed a carbon source, and then obviously they're just the normal tiles then and the bio balls.
Don't often see the anaerobic ones.
No, I've seen them for sale, but I've never.
I think they work well. I think they work well, but you're looking at 6 months before you start to notice any different. They do say to seed them first before you use them, but whether they're much different, I think maybe they've just got a hollowed out centre just for the tile that's got the carbon source in there to feed the bacteria.
Yeah.
But I carbon dose anyway, so I feed the bacteria all the time. And those fans, last couple of years, really struggled with temperatures in this house, with it being a new build. So they were ideal. They just clip onto that unit. I've got a 3rd fan that I'll put on there as well when it gets really hot, and they're just working off the temperature sensor, the temperature guide again.
Where'd
the
you get
Amazon
the blue
brackets.
clownfish from?
I don't know. Where did we get the blue clownfish from, Lisa? They squeak as well, which is unusual for clownfish.
I don't know, if you squeeze them hard enough, I reckon you can make them squeak.
For fuck's sake.
But again, the 5 lights fit in there nicely. Still running the hydras. 8 years old pushing, maybe 9 years old pushing.
And do you run them all the same spectrum right across the full tank? Yep.
Yeah, all programmed and manipulated over the time that I've had them. I was never one for downloading other people's schedules with lines flying all over the place. I'm doing a simple schedule, a bit like AB Plus, gradually up to a level across main part of the day and then down. Still getting 450 to 500 at the top of the tank, Matt, or directly under the lights, and about 120 down on the sand. So I can't see the point in changing them. They're still growing corals.
Did you have a question, Harry?
Just if you had to adjust the pendant at all for the lights to actually fit inside it, like did you have to make it wider or anything for them to fit in?
No. So they're designed to take the Red Sea lights, and if turned on their side, because the lenses are about an inch inside the light on these, they fit nicely on there. It's like I suppose an angle iron, which runs inside. So it's sort of a square, and they just sit nicely. I couldn't turn them around the other way; they just fall through the middle. But they're ideal to fit like that.
That bit of information will be priceless to someone, I feel, that they fit in there so perfectly.
Yeah.
Someone's going to see that and go, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing."
Yeah, just a case of measuring it, and I kept looking and thinking of ways how I could. Because the slimline brackets just bend in the end, and all your light ends up hitting the back wall of the tank. Yeah. Lisa wasn't keen on me hanging anything from the ceiling, she wasn't keen on that, but I just put it up when she was out one day, and that's it. It was up.
How does she feel about 5 lights?
How do you feel about 5 lights, Lisa, on the tank?
I didn't hear that response. What was it?
We went from 3 lights to 4, and then I acquired another one that was broken. I took it apart and mended it, and I put it up there just to see if it would run on the schedule, and I'd mended the Wi-Fi properly, and it's just been up there ever since. That blue coral in the middle, again, one of my favourites. Don't know what it is. I got that off a local reefer. It was about tic-tac size.
Yeah,
he snapped it when it was...
Seagull.
Yeah.
Frigid pigeon.
Frigid pigeon.
They're nice.
That's a new one, Ron. Frigid pigeon.
Frigid pigeon.
Frigid pitch.
Again, any ideas on that one, anybody? That was brought as a brown acro.
Seagull.
Pinky pig.
That is so similar to what I've got of Tim's Pink Lady.
Yeah, I've just got no idea what it is.
Frozen nips.
Yeah.
Frozen nips.
Yeah, I can see the frozen nips. Yeah.
Hairy tits.
Hairy tits.
Tats.
Oh, I knew someone was going to say it.
I say AC sourberry there.
It's lovely.
I've only ever bought 1 frag of that, and I've nearly killed the colony so many times and started again with just a frag off the colony again.
Coach's got a suggestion. Falcon Fanny. Fucking children. Jesus, right.
Another Indo Millie.
Ooh.
That granulosa. That's the pigeon. That's the pigeon now.
Boing.
So I could, yeah. Stunning coral. Really lovely.
Does look like a pigeon, to be fair.
It kind of looks like a psychedelic hedgehog now.
Looks like a pigeon ran over a couple of times.
Australian wild spath, I think that one.
Spaff.
It's about the best I've done with. Well, it was bought as a spath.
Dirty.
So did you just say,
Now.
can you spaff in the bag?
Yes.
Yep.
Spaffing on there.
Well, that's the big spaff place.
But that's the best I've ever done with any wild coral.
It's nice. Oh, just going to test Steve because these must be well small.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got Sunset Millie on the right, Ben's Corals, bought as a tiny frag. Now it's a nice colony. Pass on that one's in the centre, some sort of red planet. Adam Chris will tell you what it is because he gifted me the frag. And again, we've got golden jaw dropper, the strawberry shortcake in the middle there. A bit of a Horrida, is it, in front of there, and a Pikachu.
Yeah. So Dan is asking, so you've said a few times tonight, that's my favourite coral, but you've changed your mind. Dan wants to know what your actual favourite is.
Oh, I don't know. I see you frozen nipples a minute ago.
Yes.
I think that takes some beating for the colour.
Tits and nips.
Thanks, Ryan.
My time to stream.
But there's there's areas in my tank that I really like where I think I've got the contrast of the colours really good, and there's areas of the tank which have got a nice coral in there, but it's pretty shit around it.
Listen, Steve. The question was, what's your fucking favourite coral?
He's very humble, Steve is, because there's a very nice tank and there's a lot to choose from.
There is
but choose a coral.
The pigeon is the one that I go back to every time.
Okay,
the pigeon granulosa.
Wins.
I don't know if it's a rainbow granulosa or a pigeon rainbow granulosa or an angry pigeon.
So this one here, that's your favourite.
That's the one that I go back to every time. Yeah, and I think because I grew it from such a tiny frag, and I've seen it develop and change. It's been rewarding at the same time, as well as it's that colour, the vivid colour of it.
What's a tiny frag to you, Steve?
Tic Tac sort of size.
Tic Tac. Is that in a fucking frag?
Ron's penis.
Yes.
You'll be joking around here. Fucking hell, everybody sells Tic Tacs as colonies around here. Yeah, and a shortcake and an endo millie.
So you were saying you've had bad success with shortcake originally?
Yeah, and I think I put it down to direct flow because I'd got it right at the top of the tank with a wave maker whacking it. And I don't think the tissue can take it. I think it needs really strong flow, chopped up, but nothing direct.
So you just said whacking it in a tissue in the same sentence. I don't.
No tissue.
Coach has suggested chaffinch chode. Fucking hell. Right.
That's the AAC rainbow loom. And the little blastos, branching blastos next to it.
That's gorgeous.
And the little millie there on the left is what we bought from Mansfield when we were up there at the Reef meet.
Big sexy David.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a new coral that I've got about a month or so ago. Nice. When Matt gave me the Hawkins Echinata, I could see that growing next to the Echinata.
Very, very tasty.
Yeah.
Well done, Chris. That come from Chris.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Is it still alive? Or?
Still alive, yeah. Still alive. One of the branches stripped while we was away on holiday, or started to get a bit of STN on it. So I've clipped that branch and it seems to have stopped.
Lovely.
So again, that pink, you just bright colours again. It's what draws me to corals. I like the way the tips there, the tops of the coral lights are like half blue, half yellow.
Yeah,
and
just
things as
noticed
well.
that.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I like the hairy one.
And this is it Jason's Aquatic Port
70s disco minge.
Again, this is a stunning pearlberry. I think I've had a few pearlberry colonies, but this one from Jason's Aquatics is lovely.
I nearly placed an order with Jason the other day. To be fair.
Did you? Yeah, he's got some. He's just updated his site. He's got some really lovely corals on there, reasonable prices as well.
I was going to say very reasonably priced.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
He doesn't do names, does he? Which is the best thing.
Yeah.
Slightly boring, but yeah.
But again, he can definitely grow coral. There's the Hawkins.
Well, he runs his under
halides, I think, doesn't he?
halides. Yeah, he grows under halides.
I know. I've got some of his pinky bear that came from a different guy. Love to Reef, who grew it in a greenhouse, and I swear he's been growing it about 12 DKH because it's so powdery, the skeleton. It's grown so fast in that greenhouse. But yeah, that came from Jason's Aquatics as well. I know my friend Adam's got quite a few of his corals as well. Just hardy, homegrown corals, decent as well. Either a Merlin's staff or an ARC Fireworks, one of Signatures. And that's an Indo import there on the right hand side.
That's nice.
And there's pretty much what the tank is now. That's the top down. It's the only way to look at an SPS tank. You don't get nothing from the front, do you?
Well, I'm fucked then, aren't I? I need a step.
Dave, you can snorkel in yours, Dave. You've got a fucking added bonus. There's the confetti. That's how mine's tabled. Sarmentosa there at the side of it, and some Indo there on the right.
I love Sarmentosa.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, Really, really like it. It's such an unusual growth form as well.
Underrated
Definitely
as
my
well.
piece anyway. Mine looks like a chode.
Not anymore, it doesn't.
I don't know. It's starting to get the tip back, you know, Ron.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean,
I know you were
you've got
gutted.
some.
That's a wild Australian.
Penis.
That's a wild Australian frag that came from Kettering Aquatics, around about that size as a frag. So, again, a brilliant shop, fantastic size frags, really reasonable on prices. You know, just pisses me off that these shops are so far, as few and far between, or so far away from me.
Yeah.
Again, don't know what the hell that is, but you know.
Is that some little zoas right down the very bottom?
That is Bizarro Sophastria.
Oh, okay. So
That
bright.
used to grow next to it. So we ended up moving it away a little bit. Again, pass. Smooth skin acro. Horrida there on the left.
Pass.
Yeah. Nice Millie. And there's the Sourberry again.
That's beautiful.
Just
And
amazing colours.
Is that the pigeon top right?
That's the pigeon top right, yeah.
Yeah, that's my favourite as well. That's absolutely gorgeous. Yep.
So the bloody clove polyps popping up everywhere.
Thing is, when you go to look at the tank, everywhere you look, you go, "Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that?" Because it's just so full coral. You just look at it and go, "Oh, this ain't new. This ain't new." It's crazy.
Yeah. I just wish I'd got more fish in the tank. I've concentrated on corals. I've not got too many fish in there. But I like small, bright coloured fish. Yeah.
Do you have issues keeping nutrients in your system with so few fish?
I'm just really, really struggling with phosphate at the moment. It bottoms out every other day, and I'm dosing 0.04 to 0.05 ppm every single day. My tank has been so stable for such a long time using lanthanum, but over the last 8 weeks, I'm just really struggling keeping phosphate in there. Nitrates are usually around about 10ish. They creeped up a little bit, but they're back down around about 10 now. But I try to aim to keep my phosphates around about 0.05 tops. I used to not care, but I discovered that sort of driving down, especially phosphate, you got more colours out the corals. The nitrates, not so bothered by. It's, I'm interested in starting to dose ammonia when I set up the new tank, see if I can squeeze any more colours from the corals. And again, Adam Chris gave me the one on the left-hand side there is a red stag, and that's what it's turned into.
Twiglet stag, we'll now call it.
Oh, mate,
Twiglet stag.
That's just a lovely coral. I can't wait to get that into a colony. That's the Mansfield frag again.
Do you think the ammonia, Steve, is, and I've asked you this before, do you think it's because you've now reached the level where you're happy with it, now you're trying to push the boundaries?
I think so, yeah. I'm just trying to... When I look at tanks and things now around the world, and you look at what the Americans can do with ammonia and what they're doing to some of their corals to really push on that zooanthrin, I just think it's the next step for me to try. I might regret it, you never know, but I've been so, desperate to try it for such a long time, and it's so cheap to buy as well, because I'll be dosing the ammonia bicarbonate, and about a 10-year supply costs you about £5.
So, Koji's got a wee question here for you. Do you not find dosing lanthanum is building up to toxic levels without regular water changes?
It's in the orange on every single ICP, which I'm not too fussed about. I dose it straight into my weir, so it mixes with the water and then it goes straight through the X filter, and a lot of it's taken out straight away. I don't think dosing straight into your skimmer is any good, because you're dosing it into a nutrient-rich area, so all it's doing is binding with your skimmer. And I think dosing straight into a reef mat or a roller filter, it's already full of crap as well. So all you're doing is sticking it to what's in there. So I think dosing it into the weir where it mixes and gets a good contact with the water that's running through the system, it actually does what it's supposed to do.
Oh, somebody left.
Sorry,
It was Steve. Steve's back. That's what it
I'm
was.
back. Sorry.
Acorn.
Yeah. Have you ever considered dose and length and just straighten your DT?
Is that a thing, Steve?
Sorry. Don't do that, people.
No, don't.
You bully.
Do you know what? I tried that with the quantum stuff years ago, and you watch that white cloud blow across your tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Again, those little branching blastos, they're lovely.
Really nice.
So
It's
unusual.
different. The polyps are smaller than a 5p piece. They're tiny, tiny little things.
Looks like a hydrangea flower.
I was about to say it looks like a flower rather than a coral.
It's crazy.
There's the Lobo. Blue lights, orange lens.
Can you tell
Looks
I've got
very
a bit
similar to mine.
chubby for Lobos?
Say the first thing I bought from AAC.
Very nice.
After years of being told to go there and never going, I finally went, and I was like, "Ooh."
Juicy. I knew Steve was either writing down when I just said that, or he was looking for a sound.
And again, this is probably one of my favourite areas of my tank. You can see at the bottom just where the pigeons coming in, the blue, the millies around it, the granulosa.
That on the left, that red, or sorry, pink and purple acro, what is that?
That is a sourberry.
Huh. Its growth looks a little interesting.
Yeah, that's one of Paul's AACs. That's one of his in-house corals that he's grown for years and years and years. They're notoriously temperamental. I think I was told if you move them about too much, even buying them from the shop, you can buy them coloured, and by the time you get them home to your tank, the day after they're brown. They're really hard to keep and get coloured.
To get a lot of
This
flow.
one's just reefing.
Pardon?
To get a lot of flow.
This one gets a lot of flow. This is at the top of the tank, so it's probably manipulating how the branches are growing. To be fair,
I do like the frozen pigeon. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you can just see
Lovely.
the tip down the bottom left.
the actual base of it is green, and some of the polyps running through the frozen pigeon are yellow.
Frozen pigeon.
Pigeon.
Fucking hell.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
There's a Fabia. It's lovely.
I love them.
Pigeon
I've
eyes.
just got a new Fabia today, Matt.
Oh yeah. Pigeon shit.
You know, radioactive pigeon shit. The one you was going to buy from Reef Keeper, I picked up from Sam today.
Oh yeah. Fucking hell. Did it on purpose, didn't you?
Yeah,
That's
it's lovely.
Very nice. Very nice.
I need
This-
to get a bit of that. I love that.
We can sort some of that out, Ron. And this is a micro flower pot coral. What do they call it?
Bernardopora.
Outlaws.
Alvipora. Yeah,
It's an alveopora, isn't it?
Alvipora. Yeah.
Count the polyps.
It's quite the skeleton itself's quite spongy, but the tiny little alves on there. It's toxic green. It's a lovely little thing.
Are they all really short? Do they always stay short?
Always stay short. It's almost like a leather, Steve, but it's not.
So it's probably
looks like-
more of a Bernardopora than as Ron said.
Yeah.
Looks like a really dense cyphastria.
Is it a
Yeah,
stinging
because
fungus?
I see that. No, it's not stingy at all.
Oh.
That came from a guy in Colchester who said it was really rare. We'd only ever seen it in one place, and his friend gave him some, and it just started taking over his tank, and he literally couldn't give it away.
So you've said it's not stingy, but have you touched it with your helmet?
It's not long enough to get down there.
It looks like you have actually stabbed it with your helmet a few times.
I would lose my helmet in between those tiny pollens.
Those are
So
helmet
that's
dents.
two micro penises touching tips.
That's it.
This is going off the rails.
Oh, dear. There's the pinky bear on the right hand side of my Slimer.
Look how many corals are in that photo.
Yes. It's like a coral farm, isn't it? It's like you're actually going through tanks in a coral farm.
I know before visiting Steve's tank, Matt said to me, when you get there, you'll realise how empty your tank is.
Again, that's a spaff. Growing quite low down in my tank though. I don't know if I need to get it up a little bit in the flow, a little bit more in the light, but it's popping the golds down there anyway.
I think if you get it up, it'll spaff more.
Yeah.
I think Ron's spaff.
It is spaffing. It's a little furry mirror.
Oh.
No, that was loud.
That is a wicked orchid, one of Signature's.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
It'll cookie monster.
Doesn't look like your penis, mate, does it?
There's the Sophastria behind it, and there's the orange mushrooms from my first ever tank underneath them.
Do you not find those mushrooms take over?
They're quite slow growing, but they're just getting to the point now where they're stinging that Sophastria.
They're so bright.
So they are. You just don't see them like that now, Rob.
I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a mushroom that bright. I've
It's
seen the
also-
kind of metallic blue ones and the slightly purpley ones, but not like that.
Yeah, I'm determined to get some of these back to AAC when I close the tank down, because I don't think they sell them anymore, because they originally came from there. They're originally their stock. I'd just like to see them in there again, see if they can grow them and get them. I think there's a market for that sort of stuff.
Definitely.
They're massive, they are as well. Per
Yeah.
head, they are massive.
Like 6-7 inches across in peak light.
How big?
And again, that's the home for my acro crabs. I think there's 3 acro crabs living there.
Lucky knows it's off mute.
And I think that is the last slide.
Yeah. Did you show all my dosing pipes? When did you see all those?
Well, I mean, I'm only showing what Matt made.
No, I'm sure they were on there.
100 slides. There was about 100 slides, I think.
Yeah. So there was
Not
one.
many.
There was one photo I decided to leave out. I decided, no, Matt, that is. I don't know if Steve even meant to send that, but it was this one. I was just going to ask you, what?
Nice fire.
I literally just wanted to see Harry's reaction to this, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Do you know that pump lasted about an hour in the tank before I ripped it out, and then I had a big argument with why they should take it back. It's the noisiest bloody pump without setting on fire that I've ever had.
Do you think the secret might be that it's quieter if you set it on fire?
God dear. I don't know. It just crackled. It was so bloody noisy. It was such a shite pump.
Self-heating.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what it was doing. Maybe Harry bought it after I returned it. I just warmed it up. For him.
I can see Harry's like, let's move on. So, Steve, do you want to give us an actual live little walk around the tank?
We could try. The lights are on the way down, but we could definitely have a try. Right. We got some orange.
There we go.
I'll go turn my bloody camera around now.
Uh-oh.
How do we turn the camera around?
There should be a
Press the
little
red button.
The red button.
Sounded a bit
No,
like
don't press the red button.
No.
Oh,
Steve!
Steve, you cut out just as you said don't, so we just heard
Oh,
press the red button.
it was like in the green room for my live the other week. He was trying to change the camera. I'm like, no, don't press the red button. And he was gone. I'm like, everyone presses that red button.
So we just did it again.
Woohoo!
Here he is.
Not that red button then.
No, I tried to say don't press the red button, but it cut out as I said
It should
don't.
be like the circular arrow button,
Yeah.
at least on my camera.
So it's a wee circle, and then it should have an arrow going that way and an arrow going that way, which basically says flip the camera around.
I don't think I've got that, to be fair.
Oh. Can you exit? Come back with a.
Oh no, we got. Hang on. We can do it.
Yes.
hey.
Told you, technology definitely not my strong point, boys.
Fucking,
So,
fucking the base.
Can we turn the camera around?
Yeah, Steve, can you go landscape?
McDonald base.
Boom, 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 boom.
Can you do landscape?
Landscape.
Hey.
take the lid off.
Hey.
Watch out, the cat's gonna go in there.
There's a rabbit. Oh, right, here we go.
Oh.
Wow.
So yeah, sadly the
Holy
lights
fuck
are on
balls.
the lights are on the way down now. So
Wow.
Man, that blue coral. Fuck me,
Yes.
it looks good. Frozen
Yeah.
pigeon.
yeah,
Who's tugging?
Mental coral.
there's
It
the
does
actual.
sound like somebody's tugging. Yeah, Melinda, I agree. He does need one of those new max spec filters. And good morning.
There we go. We got the. There's the trusty frag rack.
Is that one of those new?
Avid Aquas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Terrence's new business venture.
Yeah, they're wicked. They're brilliant. There's the
Oh,
logo.
the Stingray. Yeah.
Stingray. That's
Yeah,
it.
the Stingray. There's the other logo.
Whoa.
Bit of a millie. Bloody closed polyps.
Is that Millie on the bottom really close to the logo that you said was ultra stingy?
No, that's the pain in the arse
okay.
there. That's ultra stingy. That's why it's away from everything else, and they can only kill zoas.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But yeah, I've got a couple of frag rags. You see, sort of one there, and one there with a smooth skin on. That's normally joined in the middle of those, but I thought I'd drop it on the sand just to do the tank tour.
Dave, do you want to ask a question now?
No,
No.
nothing's gonna die.
Well, there's a story.
What's what?
Oh, okay. What don't you want to die, Steve?
What don't I want to die?
What nearly died
Yeah.
this week, Steve?
Oh, my bower banky.
Ooh.
Power wanky.
Yeah. Yeah, that's never moved for about 18 months, and I came home this week and one of the fish had flipped it upside down and it was face down in that sort of little lobo there. And the lobo won. And people say battle bankies are evil, don't get them.
People say it's a tank tour, guys.
Definitely not. So we're going into the bloody filtration room. So again, pretty basic, just a roller mat, max spec filter, auto top up, and all the bottles. And then we go onto the bloody dosing chambers. Air KH manager, and there's all my pipes.
Where's the green pipe?
Do you struggle to work out
green
which
pipe.
one's which? Because they're
Green
not different
pipe.
colours.
Petro's happy.
So what I've done, Steve, I bought a pack off Amazon of multicoloured insulating tape, and
Okay.
each pipe's got a bit of insulating tape on the end, so I know which ones they are. Little homemade auto top up again. KH manager.
Pedro's saying thank you for the green pipe show. That's
That's
all
it.
he's here. That's all he's here for.
That's it.
Yeah. Now that's been
That's good,
shown, he's off.
Yes.
Fuck the corals, fuck everything. Green pipe.
No TMC pump in the back there. We just run the JBO pumps.
Nice.
Again, they've been so reliable. I can't see the point in changing them.
So what salt are you using on this tank, Steve?
Well, I always used Tropic Marine Pro, and the cost of it just got extortionate.
Yep.
And I swapped on to the D&D dosing formula salt. But round here, unless I want TMC salt or NIOS, I just can't get it. So it was a case of ordering it in, and just got to be a pain in the ass. I then swapped onto NIOS, swapped off of NIOS, and I thought I'd try some Brightwell salt last. But the levels were so bad.
High
like
or
DK8, low. So like 370 on the calcium, 6.5 on the alkalinity, the magnesium was low, boron was low. Everything that my tank consumes was low. So I was having to buffer everything up. So I've just gone back to the D&D dosing formula again. I just think it's so close to what Zellerman's checkpoints are.
Okay.
Jawfish.
Little jawfish. How cool is he?
So cool.
Nice.
What are you doing for flow in this system, Steve?
We are using 2 gyres, the 350 cloud versions, and I've got 2 JBOs down the back, the Nero rip-offs, the SL20s, is it? Just
So you're firing the 2 gyres across from one side to the other.
2 gyres, opposite ends,
Sorry, opposite
and then
ends.
a JBO in the bottom, just to keep the flow. In the new tank again, I'm going to go with 2 gyres, one each end, and I'm going to mount either the JBOs or the Neros on the back and try and cross the flow through the middle.
How often do you clean your gyres, Steve?
If I want to keep them running efficiently, about every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
If I get lazy, I'm pushing them up to about 90 before I actually clean them. 90% before I clean them.
And do you
And what are you doing
out
around
pages, or do you clean and then put back?
I take out, and I've got some bottle brushes. I strip them down and scrub them with bottle brushes. It's only sort of surface algae and fur and slime.
Yeah.
There's no actual coralline growing on them because they don't get really time. There's a few spots, but yeah, they put such amazing flow through the tank, and it's just the full width.
And what are you doing? Just random cross flow with them, or?
Yeah, they're set on random, and when they've been cleaned, they run about 40 to 50% on random, working against each other. But I'm still struggling with flow down the centre and in the back corners.
No fucking wonder there's corals growing into the pumps.
As soon as I open the flow up, as soon as I open the tank up, something else grows into that space I've just opened up. I'm so done with this tank. There's nowhere I can really.
You buy, Steve.
There's just nowhere I can go with it. That's the problem now.
You said you bought a coral today.
Yeah, but they're ready for the new tank. They're sat in the nano tank at the moment. They're not sticks either. I bought some nice little rainbow acans, a favia, and a couple more bowel wankies to replace the one that got stung.
What is the new tank you're going to do, Steve?
I'm going for a D&D again, but I'm going for the 1350 Aqua Pro. I wish I could get away with the 2100. Even Lisa. No, it's the same tank as the Peninsula, but it's the back rear. It's the same size.
Right.
I'm sure Lisa's fine with the 2100.
Yeah. We've spoke about a 6-8 foot tank, haven't we, Lisa? And it didn't end well.
I reckon Ron's favourite word would come out.
It
So yeah, fish wise, we've got a yellow tang, an orange striped tang. We've got 5 thingy chromis, Vanderbilt's chromis. We've got a cleaner wrasse, a ornate leopard wrasse, a 6-line toss pot, a random damsel that's left in there, little dragonette somewhere.
You say you haven't got any tangs or anything, Steve. What do you do for algae control in there?
Oh no, I've got the 2 tangs. I've got a yellow tang and I've got the orange stripe tang.
There's also no fucking space for algae.
You'll be surprised I can grow a mean bit of cyno.
A fox face? Was there a fox face?
There was a fox face, but I just couldn't feed him enough, and he just withered away in the end. I don't. Most of my fish are treated before they go in the tank, but I do wonder if he'd got worms or something like that. Just picked something up that I didn't get rid of, and he just withered away. No matter how much nori I put in the tank, how much food I pumped in there, he just wouldn't put weight on.
Yeah, it sounds like some sort of digestive system parasite or something.
Where's your little where's your sand urchins?
So there's one here.
They're fucking well.
You see him?
You see that there?
Just covered in. So I've got 2 of those little white ones. They're about the size of a 10p piece, and they literally just go all the way along the bottom and up the sides. I never see them on the scape. I've got a tuxedo urchin in there somewhere that goes across the scape. And he'll be joined by an orange spine urchin in the new tank, because he'll be coming out the nano tank into here. And I've got a linkier blue starfish.
Nice.
I think I've got there's a
stuck to
pistol
the
shrimp.
spot coral as well.
Is he what? Stuck to the coral?
Stuck to the glass with the coral.
Yeah, he's pretty good actually. I've managed to keep this one alive longer than any other starfish I've ever had. And I don't know if it's just because of the mature tank, the biofilm and things. But yeah, he's done really well. But things like that, I don't think I'll be able to take to the new tank. I don't think I'll be able to take my dragonet to the new tank because there'll just not be the food there to sustain them.
So you just touched on there about quarantine. Talk us through that.
I used to cupramine everything, no matter whether it needed it or not. I used to buy fish. It used to go into a 40-litre quarantine tank, up to 0.05 on the cupramine, up to on the copper, and I used to sit them in there for 3 or 4 weeks. Water change, and then I used what they call the
bleach.
No, the powder for. I used to use it with a sickly. I can't remember the name of it now. I've not done the. I've not so much done the corals. I've just done all the fish.
Oh no, you said I was just confused.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then release them in the tank. Now I more sort of put them to one side and watch them for a little while. I try and worm them. Any wrasse get wormed for sure.
Yeah, I've moved purely to observation rather than treatment as standard. So
the bloody gonny's all closing up now. It's a good old size.
What do you do for coral dipping?
I like a eucalyptus sort of based one. I'm using the Reef's Elements one at the moment. Again, I go over them with a little toothbrush, make sure they're all right, and then a couple of minutes dip in there. No matter where I get the corals from, no matter who I get them from, it's nothing against them. It's just if I don't do it for peace of mind.
Understand, 100%. Have any pests made it through that you have and are you dealing with, or?
A good few years ago, I got the little tiny flatworms, the little brown flatworms. But I think I've got the fish in there. I've got the chorus wrasse and the peacock wrasse and things like that, which dealt with them quite quickly, and I've never seen them since. I noticed they come within hours of putting them in the tank. I thought, what the hell is that? And got it back out, dipped it, scrubbed it, and then I think the wrasse just took care of the rest. I've been very lucky with any acropora eating anything. No acropora eating flatworms, no red bugs, white bugs.
You jinxed it now.
And to be fair, I don't know where they come. I don't know where they come from because I've never seen them either. I've never seen them on other people's corals. So when people say they get them and they've had them, I just don't get where they come from.
Yeah, I mean, just this week, James Mylott got black bugs, and it's horrendous.
It must be soul destroying.
Yes, it is.
Certainly a lesson learned.
But yeah, I mean, I think if you stick to similar shops, the same sort of shops, I don't think there's any reason why you should pick pests up if they've got a good routine. I'm a big.
I think, yeah.
I'm a big believer in if anybody's selling a coral, a whole colony of coral, or getting rid of a tank or a fish or whatever through Facebook or Band, there's a reason they're getting rid of it, and usually stay away from it. I tend to get my corals from friends and reputable shops, and same with the fish. Stick to the same couple of shops.
So is there anything in this current system you're definitely not transferring over?
Right. One of the blue acro colonies, the turbinari is not going over. I don't think the gonny's going to make it. The zoas aren't going. The bloody clove polyps for sure. I've got a paloensis in there that's not going to go. The plate coral. I think I'm aiming more towards the sticks and the meaty corals.
Yeah. So Pedro is asking, do you have a plan of how to transfer the green pipe to the new tank?
I was going to take 3 or 4 men, I think, to do that safely and get it there in one piece.
And good evening, Mr. Parry. Hope you're well, my man. Thank you for joining.
Peter Parry?
I think Matt's the one that's going to take care of the green pipe. He's going to be laying the pipe
in the bush.
He knows how to handle a pipe, doesn't he?
Carry a bag, you know?
Fuck's sake.
One in the bush.
Yeah, the lights are more or less switching off now.
Beautiful.
So, what temperature do you run your tank at, Steve?
I think at the moment, what we got, 25 bang on at the moment. I'll probably drop that down to about 24.5 shortly in the new tank. Try and run it a bit cooler.
Is that just for winter, or is that a reason?
I'd like to try and just cut the temperatures down a little bit, but I also read a lot of people try and run their tanks hotter, and then there's less of a jump in the summer. But I don't know. I think that the corals are going to do better with a cold spell. You know, when you read about the barrier reef and things and how the temperatures drop to like 18 degrees through the winter, our tanks are 25, 26, 27 degrees the whole year round, and do the corals need that little change in season just to spur them on, or you know, a bit like flowers when they grow, when they die back, don't they? The cold spell wakes them up as spring comes and they go on again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a firm believer now of opening the temperature ranges a bit, for sure. It's definitely worked for me.
Yeah.
What are you dosing, Steve?
Reef's elements. The Falls elements, the 2-part. I use the manager to select between the higher pH alkalinity and the standard. So I try to keep my pH around about 8.2, 8.3, and then it cuts back to the regular alkalinity. I mix my own cocktails between the trace elements. I dose sulfur every day to feed the bacteria to keep the nitrates down. A bit of amino, but a couple of mil a day of amino, nothing major. I'm not one for feeding my corals maybe every couple of weeks a bit of benipets or a bit of phytoplankton. I think the fish feed the corals enough. Obviously use lanthanum to keeping the PO4 under control. All else I really dose, I don't think. It's mainly just all the elements. I also take out, I've got a dosing head for taking out water as well every day. I take out 300 ml of water every day, which is replaced by RO water. Just because the 2-part builds up the salt and the salinity go through the roof otherwise, and I'm not on top of it enough to be testing the salinity every day. I'd be, oh shit, that's not really good. 1.3 is not good for me corals.
And how much actual like alk solution you dose in a day?
I'm doing, I think at the moment we're up to about 42 mil a day, and that's based on 280 litres of water that's in the tank. So what's that, about a DKH and a half a day, something like that, a couple of DKH a day.
I was going to say, I was expecting more, but...
When I'd got the bigger corals in there, it was literally drinking it. But then again, the tank's not a huge tank. It's not a huge volume of water. You know, so let's say
what about holidays and redundancy? Do you have anything in plan for power cuts or being away in longer periods of time?
Nothing for power cuts. And we've got Lisa's son pops around and feeds the fish. That's about my holiday contingency. Obviously, I've got the KH manager, which I can see all the time. But my last holiday, I had a problem with the KH manager, and I had a few swings because the reagent pipe was changed for the newer one when it went in for a service and to be repaired. They put on a 1 mil pipe to feed the reagent, and before I think it was a 3 mil pipe. So it furs up, you get an algae growing in the reagent, and it blocked up while I was away on holiday. So it was throwing low alkalinity readings and then buffering the alkalinity right up, which it didn't need to be. So yeah, I'm thinking of converting it back to the 3 mil pipe if I can, because I'm having to change and clean out that 1 mil pipe every 3 to 4 weeks.
Why do you think they changed it from a 3 to a 1?
I have no ideas. So when they bought the design off Camor, when you logged into the app, there was 2 different versions. There's the small pipe to a big pipe, and there's a small pipe to a small pipe. And I don't know. Maybe it's more efficient. Maybe it does a bit better test, but longevity of the length, the length of time in between cleaning's just gone crap. And I'm busy, like you guys, I work for a living, so I can't always remember to clean that bloody pipe. So it's not until I've had a day of random readings and alkalinity through the sky, or
that I
get around to doing it.
Do you clean your own pipe daily, Steve?
Yeah, but the pipe does need cleaning daily. Yeah. good squirt through in a clear,
You use citric acid for that too?
Well, it depends, Steve, on the mood.
It is not nice in the eyes. That's all I'll say.
What about the
citric
eye?
acid or
citric acid? Yeah. Oh God, what a twat! Another question I'm asking people in these tank tours now is: what has been and what is now your biggest source of information? Is it a forum, or is it just talking to friends, or magazines, or?
I tend to hyperfix on things, so I sort out one problem at a time, and I'll scour the internet reading all sorts of random crap until I find somebody that I think is reputable and actually knows what they're talking about, and then I speak to friends and sort of, I don't know, reaffirm what I already know, and I just want somebody to say yes, that's it. But I mean, when I started, I never had that. I was pretty isolated. Nobody around me really kept what I was keeping, so I had to learn a lot of the stuff the hard way. And being so far behind everybody else with technology, it's a lot of mistakes made, a lot of lessons learned, and a lot of reading crap on the internet.
There is a lot of crap on the internet. I mean,
there is.
So
I say like us.
I say include YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, but at least we're living it every single day. We're living the experiences and we're learning. And if you can't pass that on to somebody else, what's the world coming to? I don't want somebody to go out and make the mistakes that I made. One, because it costs a lot of money, and 2, it's soul destroying at times. We all put our hearts into this hobby. We all want successful tanks. I find there's a lot of people out there that want to see you succeed, but there's also the same amount of people that snigger when you don't. And I think, if we can cut the sniggers out and pass information on, it'll be a much better hobby.
Yeah.
Groups like this, and like Steve, what Steve's doing on his broadcasts and things, just trying to get people learning and experiencing different things.
wouldn't come to the Discord for that. It's only for shenanigans, really.
Well, Coach has already said that. Best stay on Discord then. So Pedro's got a question here. What do you like most in terms of tank maintenance? Fragging, cleaning, dosing? What part of it is it you like?
I do get my head around the dosing. I do like dosing.
Buying coral.
I don't like buying coral, fragging coral, passing coral on to people. I don't like maintenance. I don't like cleaning. I'm fairly lazy. So that's the crap side of it. I'm not a big water changer. I've only changed really over the last few months because I've needed to sort a few things out in the tank. But if I could go back to 0 water changes again, I'd be quite happy doing 0 water changes.
Is that to keep a nice stability, or?
Yeah, just to keep the stability. I think every water change does not replicate what you've got in your tank, and if you're doing big changes, you're doing big swings. So like how
car you drive?
Pardon?
Just ask what car you drive.
What car I drive?
Don't walk into this, Liam. You're such a prick.
Partial to cheese.
No, stop it.
Oh God.
I got a van. I've not got a car.
So, what would you say is your one biggest win and one biggest fail? So by fail, it can be anything. Listening to the wrong information, using the wrong product.
I think my biggest fail was obviously the tin and not knowing anything about it. And I suppose one of my biggest wins was getting to the bottom of it and sorting it out. Keeping corals alive's the win.
So was it an ICP that highlighted the tin issue?
It was an ICP and just the general loss of just the corals going downhill, the paling off of what were really vivid coloured acros just paling off and greying and just not knowing anything about it.
That's really good that the ICP highlighted that and helped you completely turn that around.
And you know what? If it wasn't for Jose, I would have probably never have got to the bottom of it either, because he was so approachable and so full of knowledge. No question was too small for him to answer, and he was always there, whether you used messenger, phone call, or email. He was always there to answer the questions.
So just back to the water change thing. So I totally agree with Coach. You're not altering stability with these auto water changes because you're taking so little out and putting so little in all at the same time.
I can see that with Harry. What Harry's doing with the continuous water change, the automatic water change. If I was going to do it, it would be that way.
Yeah.
I don't have the facilities to bring in 150 litres of water, heat it, stir it, and get it in the tank. So, it's
0 fingers lifted. It's incredible.
Yeah, I can believe it. Yeah.
I literally would not be as deep in this hobby if it wasn't for automatic water change. I wouldn't be able to do it. That'd be it.
Wait, you're a busy man. You're running a business as well, so to put a few hours into a water change and a mix and everything else.
Fuck off.
Is he?
Fuck off.
He looks busy anyway.
He's got Tugger's back.
Tugger's back.
It's a wise man that gets paid for tugging.
Tuggers.
Steve, who's your reefing inspiration?
Who's my reefing inspiration? I suppose when I first started, a guy called Sam Pollard, I really looked up to him in the local LFS because I could go in there and I'd say, I want to buy this, and he'd say, why? Why do you want to waste your money on that? And he'd point me in the direction of something that was way cheaper that did the job. But then Jose, when I moved on to Zelements all those years ago, just a game changer for me. Bloody cat.
Just going to go jump in the tank.
That was amazing.
So the cat's naught come across the screen.
Did you put that 8mm polycarbonate lid back on the tank when you finished?
I'm going to whack that cat with that lid. I call that cat Shit Cat. Its name's Nala, but I've never referred to it as Nala. It's called Shit Cat.
Shit.
Is it male or female?
Shit Cat. It's female. It's bipolar.
Have you had it sex? You had sex a cat?
No.
I want to do that, Dave.
Well, you know, you can get caught out of these things.
Where's
Go
Jordan?
to a professional.
Where's Jordan? Jordan.
Yeah. Local. Yeah.
Sorry, Rob.
Does anyone else have any other questions for Steve?
When's the tank move?
Yeah.
So I'm looking at ordering the tank next week. There's a 6-week lead on the tank. I go on holiday at the end of September time. Hopefully middle October, the tank will be changed over. And I'll have a little bit less hair than what I've got now, and hopefully I'll still be married.
Do you think this is your final tank?
This tank's done 8 years, and I think if I get 8 years out the next one, and I'm still, I still love the hobby and I love the community. So I think, I don't see why it should ever die. But if I get 8 years, that'll put me to 60. Maybe I'll go back to a smaller tank, less hassle, or I don't know.
Do you think you'll put as many corals in, or do you think? I'm not trying to.
The plan is less, Ron. The plan is less, but
I wasn't trying to patronise you. I was just. Have you learned?
Not gonna happen.
That was going to be my question. Was what are you doing on the new tank different?
There will be no encrusting corals, nothing that I can't control physically going in the tank. Anything that's a little bit invasive will be on a rock by itself. Building an NSA scape work so I can hammer the flow through. There's not, I can soon get any stingers blown into the glass and stuff like that. I've learned mistakes with this tank, same as I learned mistakes with a tank before, so we shall see. The plan is not so many corals. I'd like some bigger, more grown-out colonies, but...
Have you counted how many...
Massive fuck-off pigeon.
Yeah, too right.
Have you counted how many coral you're taking, Steve?
Well, I haven't. I kind of counted 30 separate corals, but some of those might fall along on the wayside. I don't know. I fancy getting some frags again and starting with some frags again and seeing what I can grow.
It's not white barret.
I've got corals coming out my fucking arse, so I'll send you some.
Yeah, I need to.
What corals out of your current tank? I know we talked about this earlier, but you kind of skirted around games a few. But you've said that you're going to have a lot fewer in the tank. But when you listed what ones definitely aren't going over, there were like 3 or 4.
No, so there's all the zoa colonies, all the clove polyps, a turbinaria colony, a blue acro colony, a rainbow loon colony, a paloensis, the mushrooms, the plate corals, the tropic thunder, the sunset monty, the rainbow monty.
This list is a lot bigger than it was earlier.
Yeah, it's because I've had time to think now. There's probably about 10 or 12 of the colonies in there that definitely won't go through. Some of the similar ones aren't going to go through.
How many racks will you have in your new tank?
As little as possible, Matt. Hopefully just that stingray will make a little appearance from time to time.
Can't believe it.
I'm waiting for you to buy your bigger tank so I can offload them all onto you.
Oh, yes. Bat it right back, Matthew. Fucking smack.
When you get your 5-foot tank, there's going to be some serious corals coming your way.
Steve's got a 6-foot tank. I'm throwing it back to him. Steve, it's coming your way.
Yeah, well, I know that Steve has got a frag that's been sitting on the rack for me for a while.
I've got a couple sat on there that you've...
Oh
yeah, I've been meaning to head over to Ipswich Way and go and see you and Sam. So,
and Harry's got to come and choose some.
It would be my pleasure.
But anything that I can frag, obviously, before the tank change is better for you guys and better for me.
Yeah,
I will say, Steve, Ipswich, and Chris Harron have put faith in me keeping SBS, because without those guys being so generous and giving me the guidance, I fucking wouldn't have SBS. I just thought it'd be one of these things. I thought I'd kill it. Definitely, especially the high end stuff. And now I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, give it a go. What's the worst?
Yeah, give it a go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't think the term high end actually crosses over to corals. I think it's such a fucking pile of shit. It just means expensive.
It means expensive or bright coloured.
Yeah, doesn't have to be like that.
Nah, I love sharing the corals round as well. You know, if I can put stuff in other people's tanks and they can grow it and they can get a bit of love from it, like I've had from it, you know, brilliant.
That's what it's all about.
I think Lee's going to get some pinky bear next time I see Lee.
Yeah,
Ooh,
thank you.
Coral.
Pinky first, and then coral after.
A bear pinky. Mm.
Yeah, bear pinky.
I think there's a queue for pigeon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Frozen pigeon, definitely.
That grows so tight, I can only nip off the edges at a time, so I don't really want to run a blade straight through the main colony. So it's the frags that come off that have always been small frags, but it grows quite well as a frag.
So what's best way of placing an order with yourself, Steve?
Just message and say I want it. I want that one.
Does anyone have any other questions for Steve?
There's no better time to grab any corals out my tank than at the moment, because you know they're going to be trimmed down, they're going to be cut up, and they're going to be moving to a new tank. So hopefully they'll all live, but you know there'll be plenty of offcuts and things to go around.
Well, Scotland's beautiful at this time of year, Steve, and you've got.
I would love to come up and see you, Ron. Get Lisa in the camper van. She loves going out in the camper van and stuff. I think she'd like to do Scotland as well.
Well, I think next April-ish, I think we're looking at a Scottish meet. I mean, there won't actually be many LFSs because there's not that many up here, but it's going to be highly focused on just fucking around and relaxing and having fun. We'll just kick around the garden centre and just, yeah.
Come on, we could do an MFB tour, couldn't we?
We could do, yes. I wonder if that MFB is actually still running.
That'd be good.
That'd be amazing.
Stop the 500. We could just get to your garden centre and call it a day.
There you go.
Is the garden centre shut that day?
No. And it's
will be when they see my yellow camper van rock up.
I must admit, I am nervous about having you fucking mutants all picking about.
We're all turning up in fancy dress as well.
Fancy dress. I mean, we should just do it all. The whole thing. I can't wait. Really
Everyone's
looking
going to
forward.
turn up dressed as Jeremy Clarkson.
I mean, the staff will have a fucking shock that day, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'm going to have.
Number 26. Oh, you want to hear what Ron says about you?
Thing is,
it's a good job there's no border control.
They know all about you because they take the fucking mail that you send me with the foul names on it, and they just set it down in the step and go. I went through at the cafe the other day. They were my tits mug. What's this? Oh, Bernadette's just appeared. Here we go. You might get put to work. To be fair, there you go.
Anything for a Viennese
That's
roll,
good.
mate?
Yeah.
Told you, I've been practicing making cake.
Who's got Tugger's back again?
Go with soggy biscuit.
Listen, Steve, what an amazing tank and what an amazing reefer you are. This has been such a pleasure. You're such a nice guy. Your tank's absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait for the next one. So,
cheers, guys. Thank you. Cheers, Ron. Thank you.
No, it's been so nice spending some time with you and seeing a bit of your tank and chatting. So, I don't know. We've got a next one next week. Yeah, we've got another one next week. I think it's Jack. Jack's next week. Is anyone getting anything else they want to say or mention? Oh, fucking hell. The meet in October. 9th and 10th of October. Manchester. Be there or be a cunt. Evening all. Bye, everybody.
Cheers.